All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Last But Not Least podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Snapisode.
It's Cousin KG.
And we got a special guest in the building for you today. Miss Shay. Are you going by Shay or what are you going by?
I'm Shay.
Okay. We got Miss Shay in the building. We got North Clayton alumni on the podcast today. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We got shout out to high school. You know what I'm saying?
Colin Paul.
You already know. You know, 30349. We in the building. Wanted to come with y'all with some more content as always. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment on our videos, share it with your cousins, your auntie, whatever, barbecues, family reunions. Let us know, man. We want to know what kind of job we doing, what kind of topics y'all want to talk about, good, bad, and different, etc., etc. Now, topic for today: sex now versus sex then. And I'm in my mid 30s, right? So sex mid 30s opposed to sex mid 20s. Mm-hmm. Or hell, sex even 15 for some of us.
Some people start early, some people
late bloomers, whatever. No judgment. It's different. It's different. I guess let me start the conversation out by this, right? Okay, is there a difference for a female from the first time opposed to now, like with age?
So I would have to say, just speaking for myself, that I think sex now versus when I first started, it does matter only because I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I know my body a little bit better than I did when I first started.
Okay. So are you saying that you do more or less now that you've gotten older?
I would have to say that I do more.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
The integrity of your knees have not faltered, because usually I know I get up some days and my knee pops 6-7 times before I get to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, So I mean, wow, that's a good thing though. That's a good thing. I guess that works for females though, right? Like that's probably par for the course.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say I do. I think in my 20s, especially, it was kind of like a learning experience. Like, and now that I'm in my 30s, I'm older. I know what I want and I know what I like and don't like. I've learned in my 20s, so it's like, okay, now I know what I've learned and now I know what I like. I'm going to continue to keep doing what I like.
Let me ask you this. Most guys look at adult film and try to, probably emulate those moves.
Facts.
Did you do any of that when you was in your 20s? Did you look
at
adult films or heard one of your friends talk about it, did it this way? Did you try to do it?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, okay. I know every man and say, "Oh yeah, I got to try that. I got to do that move."
Yeah. I mean, whether it looked the way I thought it looked when I did it is a secondary conversation, but you definitely you step up to the plate with the intention that you hit the grand slam, and sometimes it just don't pan out that way. You know what I'm saying? Like it is.
I never knew guys did that.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
How you think we learned everything? They just pop up in our head.
Well, you got to have a point of reference, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't never did it before, like, so the homies is going to be like, yeah, I did this and I did that, but you can't get a visual from it. So, like, if you want to, like, learn, because when you go to the plate with a female, when you step up to the plate and you get into a sexual environment with a woman, like, y'all expect us to already know.
Exactly.
So, if he don't know where to put it, this is a goddamn problem. You feel me? Like,
it is.
It's a problem.
It is.
Yeah.
It can be, but what about when you all are first, dealing with each other and you have your first sexual experience and you continue? Aren't you supposed to, kind of learn each other and learn what each other like?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. But I will say this, like, a lot of times, and again, I can only speak to, what I've been through is, like, I don't remember having a lot of those conversations. Like, more people probably should have those conversations, but generally it's like you should know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should know as a man what this and that, you know what I'm saying? And that's a weird line, like, because you got some females that like really get to it, like they really like borderline like oral asphyxiation. Is that how you say it? Like where they want to be choked and it's like smacked and spanked and all this stuff.
Like the pain.
They like the pain, like, you know what I'm saying? And the other ones is like you got some slow strokers out there, you know what I mean? And then you got some females that just lay on their back. They don't really do no work. They don't want to do no work. They want you to kind of show them what you got. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the toe suckers out there. A lot of females out there like your toes sucked. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't lying. Y'all tell me I'm lying in the comments. There's a lot of toe suckers out there. Females want their toes sucked. Guys out there
have
sucking
you some toes?
Maybe here and there.
Have you had your toes sucked?
I have never had that happen to me before.
See, somebody ain't never did.
Oh God. Oh, well, she need to get with Stevie J. That's what that is.
Oh my God.
I mean, I guess it just depends. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think some of it's cultural based too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you get some people that are just vanilla. Like, I seen that one video on might have been Facebook with a dude was just like, missionary. Did you go to missionary school? I want you to get on top of me and give me the right of my life. Like he was African, so the way he was saying, like he was just so disappointed that like she didn't take it to the further extent. And I guess that segues into like the next question. Like, as a female, right? What is your like tipping point where it's just like a guy cannot request this of you? Like that's just too far.
You're asking what can't be requested of me, or
yeah, like what you be like? He ask you, you be like, hell no, I'm not doing that under no.
Where you draw the line?
Yeah. Don't sound like there's no line.
It might be a line. She might ain't been tried with it yet.
Right.
I don't think I've been tried. I don't think I've been tried. Like I don't think a man has asked me something and it's been too outrageous or. You know, so I don't know if I can answer that question.
So do you appreciate that, or are you kind of disappointed? Like, do you want to be challenged in that way, or are you kind of okay with, you know, staying par for the course that you've been?
I'm okay with that, but if I feel like I'm not being challenged, or if I feel like there's something missing that I do want to, then I would say it. I would mention it or say it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We ain't talking no Adam 22 type stuff, right? Where you
What's that?
Oh, she don't know about Adam. Well, long story short, because we did an episode about this maybe 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Long story short, there was a podcaster who got married to a woman, and the woman, I guess, got bored, and she was like, "Hey, there's this porn star that I would like to have sex with," and he was like, "All right, cool," and he did it.
He let his wife have sex with another porn star.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
Bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
We'll send you the link to the video, but
right.
It was pretty bad. Like, yeah, I think bedrooms, like you gotta have like, I get it that you want to experiment, but I think, you know, some experiments, Frankenstein, don't need to be conducted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it get down to it, it's you and her. Like, however creative you can get within that confine, I think that's what you want to do. When you start adding other people into it, you start doing, you know, various things and segueing into like sex toys. Like,
is there such thing as bedroom etiquette? That's a question for both of y'all.
I would think so. Like, okay, so again, not to get too personal, but to get too personal, like, are sex toys like is that like a common thing, or is that something that's kind of like insulting? And I'll give you my thoughts after you answer.
No, it's not insulting. I think as long as the two people talk about it and are okay with it, I think it's fine.
Okay, for you to use it or for him to use it?
For both. Depending on what it is.
Seems like you feel some kind of way about that, bro.
How do I put this? If a woman asks me, "Hey, can I bring a sex toy into the bedroom?" To me, that says your dick ain't enough.
She belongs to the
I don't know if that's true, but that's just, I mean, that would be how I would feel about that. Like, your penis ain't giving me what it's supposed to have gave, nigga, and I need extra assistance. So I'm gonna need you to.
I guess.
No, why not think of it as it's something exciting and it's going to add something to what y'all already got going on?
Because men are small-minded, so they feel like what they were equipped with should be enough. Shouldn't be an extra to the situation.
What if you are, and it's just adding something?
Okay, so let me give you a hypothetical, right? And this may get our video pulled off YouTube. But you having a sexual experience with a guy, and you come to find out that he can't get off unless you stick a finger in his butt.
Nigga,
That'll
you
make
gay.
you feel some type of way a little bit that he.
That would make me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I'm speaking for myself. It would for me.
Have you dealt with that before?
would.
You got a story?
I've never.
Even if you don't think
Girl Scout. I mean, I can't say Girl Scouts honor.
Right.
But for real, that's never happened to me before. So I can't speak on that.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess for as a guy, like that's one of them things where it's just like, I get it, you know, like because females they'll use like a vibrator or something like that, and you know they're kind of, you know, they'll get clitoral stimulation while being penetrated, and I guess that's their thing. But it's just like, it's I don't know. I think sex toys is like almost unfair the way they design them because ain't no man got a 2-headed penis. So it's like the things that y'all get with these toys, like the Rose toy. Don't no man tongue move that fast for that long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ruining because now you go back to regular ass tongue. When you get back to the nigga, he ain't gonna be right.
You better charge up.
But you're not supposed to use that. It's not supposed to be like something that you use on a daily basis, though.
Man, I know some.
That's what some women don't understand.
Some women use that thing every night.
Every night.
Every
night. Look. Somebody told me they got one that plug up to the wall. You ain't even got to get batteries for it no more. I said, God.
That's how you charge it up. That's how you charge it.
Wow.
I heard that.
Wow. Look, she knows. Look, she giving us that's what the manual say. Look, done told on yourself. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think one, you know, as a man, just going back to the topic, right? Like at 20 years old, the erections ain't the same from 35 to 20. So I would imagine from 45 to 20 is going to be a variance as well. As a female, have you noticed in your tenure, the erections ain't the same as they was like in your early 20s? Like, have you noticed that? Like,
I have not.
Okay.
I don't think they would notice really.
You gotta notice if somebody hit you on gummy worms.
Yeah, they notice that, but I don't think they would notice the
that mean you chicken nugget.
Okay, like even like the excitement, right? So if you kicking it with a guy, whatever, right? And the excitement level might not be there, so you might touch his thigh at 20 and he ready to go. He on Superman, right? But at 35, like, you know what I mean, you gonna have to do more than touch a leg, like, you know what I'm saying? You might have to
I think
pull it out at that point.
I think it's case by case as well.
Okay.
Some men,
it's case by case.
Some men may have not been sexually experienced up until 30. You know?
What?
So if you touch their leg at 30 and they never had that happen, that might get them on Superman.
That's true.
So I think it's case by case.
That's true. Or they took a blue chew. Let's not act like guys ain't out here popping dick pills.
Or the honey pack.
Or a honey pack.
Honey
pack.
What's a honey pack?
You don't know what a honey pack is?
Maybe it's a good thing.
It's a pack of honey that it has enhancements and I believe Cialis.
Oh, okay.
But it's supposed to get you through the night.
Oh, okay.
For a long time.
You can get them at the gas station. From what I heard.
From what you heard.
But I heard I heard the ones at the gas station aren't real.
What do you mean?
Like they're like not the real honey pack.
Okay.
It might not have Cialis. It might have something else.
Oh, okay. It's like the Walmart brand of the honey
but
pack.
It's like look like the honey pack. But.
I got you. So is that something that's like, as a woman, do you feel some type of way if you found out that your man popped a honey pack before he got to your house?
A little bit, because why not? It's with me. It's communication. Just communicate with me. Like,
that's a hard time. That's a hard conversation to have.
Yeah.
That's a tough conversation.
If y'all been dealing with each other for a while and y'all on another connection, y'all dating and whatever, and y'all vibing, why not just communicate that with me?
How this gonna sound? Hey, I don't get Superman like that, so I need a little help, so I use honey pack.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the other stuff, or Cialis, or
But the conversation not gonna. A man not gonna be proudful enough to say that.
Yeah.
So Bumble Cloud Johnson no working.
He's not gonna be like, yeah, hey, let me talk to you real quick. you know, I don't get Superman that much, so
right.
I take this honey pack and we'll go from there.
That y'all, you know what? That y'all want us women to be communicating, to be honest with y'all, but you can't be honest with me about a honey pack.
But I mean, like, come on. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that's not an easy thing to talk about if you a guy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And plus you talk about like the pressures, right? Females don't really have pressure going into a bedroom. I think we can agree. Y'all just
do.
What's the pressure?
We do have pressure.
What pressure? What pressure exists among?
Right. What about our juices? If it ain't juicy, if it ain't good, if we ain't doing it right,
put a little spit on
it. It ain't juicy. Y'all have stuff to make it juicy, or get it
lube.
Juicy.
Put a little spit on it. You know what I mean? Like y'all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
we come with what we come with.
Yeah, which is it.
And y'all be like, go deeper.
Emotional.
This is as far as I can go. This is as deep as it's going, ma'am. Now we can get you in a different space, put you in a different position, maybe that help you out a little bit.
But this is all I got.
I gave her all I got, Captain. That's all she gonna get. That's all she gonna get.
No, we have. I mean, there's certain things that we go through, you know, that we have to worry about with in the bedroom too. It's not just men.
It is stuff. They gotta make sure the smells right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I give you that.
And then what, you know, as older, you know, us getting older, we probably done had kids, and do we look right? And did we shave it correctly? Like, should we put on lingerie? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got
that makes sense.
I got you. I mean, that's fair, because I mean, you gotta. I guess it gets difficult for you to kind of like turn a man on when you start feeling like you not feeling yourself, or you've aged a little bit or whatever like that. But most guys ain't really out here fucking. So it's real. I think y'all put more pressure on yourself than really need to be, because most dudes ain't out here slanging butt like y'all think they are. They just, that's the persona. It's like,
what are they doing? What are they doing?
They in the streets looking for butt to slay, but they're unsuccessful. Like they looking for it. It just ain't working out.
Yeah, it just ain't.
It's always 5 or 6 niggas sitting at Applebee's looking for some female who inhibitions have been lowered and they just lonely. Like, it's always those dudes. Like, no matter where you go. So
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
With that said, if a man is not efficient in the bedroom, does that lead a woman to a sneaky link?
That is a good question.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yep.
And I'm going to speak for myself.
Okay. Let me get my sound effects queued up in case you say
something. Okay. Are we dating? Are we just, you know, kicking it? We in a relationship? Like, what are we?
Let's do all scenarios. If you're dating, you're just kicking it. If it's just a one night stand.
Okay.
Well, it can't be a one night stand.
Yeah.
If you're
That's
dating,
excluded.
if you're dating and y'all just kicking.
Okay. We're dating? No, because we've clearly been dating and stuff, and we're trying to get to know each other. You know, there has to be some type of communication that I'm going to have to let you know, like, hey, well, can we, you know, if we're not, and we're just like, you know, kicking it, it's nothing solid. Right. Like, we on both parts, we know that it's nothing serious. Then probably so. Bruh. Yes.
Wow. So you heard it first, fella. Or secondly, or however many times you heard it before.
So I guess if I can elaborate, okay, so what leads you to the sneaky link? Okay, so you lay up with a dude or whatever like that. Is it size? Is it timing? Like, what would cause you, not to say that you would ever find a sneaky link, bruh, but if you were to ever if you would have ever were like, okay, I gotta step out here and find me a sneaky link, what would be the driving force of that? If you have
Again, if we are dating, then no, I wouldn't. Okay. But if we're just like kicking it and stuff like that, it's no pressure, and we're out. But this is not just me though; it's him. I'm just saying, like, when you are just kicking it, there's nothing solid there. There is no type. Y'all are not wanting a relationship with each other or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Then it wouldn't be considered a sneaky link. It'd just be, you just dating around. So
right.
Okay. What would you do?
What you mean, like a sneaky link?
Yeah, like if your lady ain't good in the bedroom, would you go for a sneaky link?
I mean,
your lady. This is your lady now. This ain't what I just was saying. This is your lady.
Y'all dating.
Yeah, I mean, I think from a guy's perspective, right? You get into a difficult space, right? Because there are a lot of things that women don't feel like they need to do nowadays. It's a lot of, women used to like kind of like serve men to a degree, you know what I'm saying? And that was kind of part of like what a lot of patriarchy people try to tear down nowadays. And the sexual component was part of that, like where it was just like, hey, I worked all day, I want something on the table to eat, and I want some sex, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what it is. But a lot of modern women don't feel like that's necessarily a part of the deal anymore. So I think lack thereof would cause somebody to step out, you know what I mean? If you just refuse to do it. And then like the limitations, like, as men get older, like you kind of get bored with the same old same. Like being unwilling to try something new, I think pushes people in other directions. Not to say that's right or wrong, but you know what I mean? Hell, if you ate whatever your favorite meal was, if you had that meal every day, at some point you'd be like, damn, can I throw me a curveball? Like switch it up a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? So you got to find people who are willing to grow with you during your journey. And if you don't, I think that leads to a sneaky link. Mr. Sneaky Link, how do you?
I have been a sneaky link before.
See, I told you. It was a good guess.
I mean, hey, sometimes that's the situation you in. But I agree that if there's a lack of something that the other person isn't doing, it may make me reach out to other people to get that fulfillment filled.
So how are you a sneaky link? That's my first question. What made you a sneaky link to this person? Were they in a relationship, or were they dating somebody exclusively? Like what made you a sneaky link?
They were in a relationship. And,
okay.
It's one of those relationships that were like shaky, but they still dealt with that person. And they told me, and they was like, well, we can still hook up from time to time. And I was like, okay, whatever. Just call me and let me know. And like we'll go to the club or something. They might call after I leave the club and we'll pull up on each other, and that'd be it.
Okay. So. Okay.
Ain't no man turning down no butt. I mean, let's just keep it a butt. Like men ain't turning down no butt. I guess the question is like as a dude, right? Do you feel some type of way that she keeps you as a sneaky link and she doesn't try to make that something else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously you have some quality that she likes.
No, because I think the guy's getting what he wants initially. I mean, eventually, he's getting the sex.
Yeah, but
if he only wanted sex, he's getting sex.
But doesn't casual sex get a little boring after a while?
Yeah, but if you
like a while.
If you're a sneaky link,
you can 10 years.
You can if you're a sneaky link, you can cut it off at any moment. Like I'm tired.
That is a good question. That is a good question.
I mean,
do guys feel some type of way about being sneaky links? Because I know women, we do. I know I would, or sometimes we do.
I guess it depends on case by case. It depends on a person. It depends on what stage of life that man's in. Maybe he is tired of being a sneaky link to everybody. Maybe you want one person. He figured out his sneaky link, or his sneaky link just got out of a relationship, so now they both single. He tried to pursue it, but she don't want that. She just wants the sex herself, and she can do her thing. So now, he might feel some kind of way, like, man, I've been your sneaky link for 5 years. Now you're not with him. Why we can't be together?
Because she ain't never really see you like that, and that's part of it. Because it's like, if you was a sneaky link and she saw you for like relationship potential, then she would have left the dude she was with a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Because you already piping her down, you dumping off dick, so apparently you got that aspect checked off. Well, what else about you that you would keep her with him opposed to you? Now, sometimes you get kids involved, you got marriage, you got houses, you got equity and things like that. Okay, cool. But if you got people who don't have those things and they still keep you as a sneaky link, I think that's kind of indicative of how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like you, but not like that.
Here's another question I present. Here's a question I present to y'all both. Will a sneaky link help the relationship?
Will a sneaky link help the main relationship?
Yeah. Like I'll give you a scenario. If you're in a relationship, let's just say the man wants his toes sucked. You don't want to suck no toes. But he reaches out to somebody else outside of the relationship, get his toes sucked. And he comes back to you in a happy mood. He buying you Birkin bags, whatever, because he got his toes sucked. Do you think that the sneaky link helped the relationship?
The look on her face.
It can help you right out. It can help you right out of the home. That's what a sneaky link can do. Help you out of the home.
I mean, you're not gonna know about it, but I'm just saying, if it was a sneaky link to help the relationship.
Now, I do have like friends who do have relationships like that. Like they have open relationships and they say that helps their relationship. Now, I know for me, I couldn't do that.
Well, I mean, I think in so many words, it's like having a substitute. Like every day you come home, you're not gonna feel like having sex, right? So having somebody who can kind of be a pinch hitter when you don't feel like getting rammed tonight, I mean, I think there is some value to that as far as men are concerned. I can get why a woman would feel some type of way because I think y'all are more territorial than people would lead on. So y'all wouldn't be okay with him just doing that. And then obviously he can't do that for free. So he'd have to give her something. It'd have to be some type of involvement or some kind of finances that he's kind of giving to her in that interim.
Would that be a poly though?
That would, right? Kind of, right?
Kind of, but you said she wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, she wouldn't know about it, but you said you.
So then it wouldn't be.
You said
so then it wouldn't be.
Well, I'm saying like, okay, so same scenario. You got a guy who's in a relationship and he like his toes sucked. His girl don't want to suck no toes, so he go to a female who suck his toes, and the girl just don't know about it.
That's a sneaky link.
That's a sneaky link.
But what you explained was something different.
Yeah.
What was it?
You said something like, shit, I just lost my train of thought. You said something else different. That wasn't exactly what I was getting at.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess in so many words, I think depending on your relationship, I think sneaky links can help, people who are unhappy stay together for longer. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't really have to commit to somebody and you can go out and find somebody who helps you in the interim period that kind of gets you on to the next week, then maybe that works. But I mean, like that's just, I don't know. That's a weird situation to be in for the family, for the kids, for whoever. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember you said a substitute.
Oh yeah, substitute.
So if let's just say if I was in a poly and we'll just say April didn't want to have sex tonight, but June did. April can relax. I'll go mess with June tonight. Yeah, that's a poly.
Yeah,
but that's everybody knowing about each other. Sneak link, she ain't gonna know about it.
Right, but I mean, it can still be June and April in this scenario. It's just that June is none the wiser. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's that time of the month, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I get it. God unfairly made you bleed today. I get that this week, but I still need to drain his dick. So if I just call up April, she'll hook me up, you know what I'm saying? I'm still happy. You can be in your little mood, and then we can just we can reconvene the next week,
Oh my God.
Hey, I guess it worked out that way.
Some situations is like that. They definitely like that. So.
Some situations are like that, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, oh man, well, this was definitely a great podcast.
It really was.
This is gonna be very interesting to go back. I laugh in the edits. I laugh so much in the edits, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one. But yeah, man. We appreciate you coming on, taking the time out for us.
Appreciate you.
Setting a little time aside. I'm gonna get this out to everybody. People be trying to rush me on when I get
these
videos out.
I'm on him.
I'm gonna get the video out when I got them get done with the edit.
I'm on them.
People don't understand what goes into these edits, so whatever. But yeah, man. We're going to go ahead and sign off. We had fun today. We got Miss Shay. We're going to put your information, provided that it's okay with you, in the bottom in the link description below. Please make sure y'all subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms that we own. It's your boy, Mr. Snapisode.
It's your cousin KG.
We signing off.
Shay.
All right.
All right.